All right. Congressman Latham, thank you so much for taking time to meet with me. You've been in Congress since '95, correct?
Right.
Okay. Um, you've been in there for like almost 12 years.
Almost 17.
17.
With my
17. Yeah. Well, math was never my strong suit. So 17 years, and mine's been redistricted. You're having to move out of your current district back down to the third. I mean, some people say, maybe it's time to retire. Why run again?
Well, I think it's this critical time in our nation's history that we have a clear choice. I think about the direction of the country going forward, the spending that's going on in Washington. This really is about our children, about our grandchildren, I think. And so I think it's more important today to have someone there who has some common sense, who understands something about the system, and are able to be effective in Washington.
Great. You've been doing town halls this week. What kind of response have you been getting? What kind of questions have people been asking?
Well, you get all sorts of questions at the town hall meetings, which is the great part of it. I think the most important thing for the constituents that are at the meetings is to have someone there that's actually listening to them. People are very frustrated with what's going on in Washington. Again, the spending just out of control as far as regulatory burden that's being put on society today. But we get all kinds of questions about, anywhere from Social Security to Afghanistan to Medicaid. It doesn't matter. It's a broad spectrum of questions.
Okay. You've been able to go down much into the new territory in the third district, so people receiving you well?
It really has been fun. I'm meeting a lot of new people, getting acquainted in the southwest part of the district. Here, in central Iowa, I've worked and always represented Dallas and Madison and Warren counties, and people in Polk County know who I am. This has always been my media center anyway. But the response has been tremendous. There's excitement out there, and people really want to see Washington change.
Great. Speaking of the people, we have this movement called the Tea Party, which is relatively new. How has that impacted, if it has at all, how you do your job?
I'm not so sure that it's impacted how I do my job, but it certainly has elevated the frustration that people have with Washington, with the spending, the expansion of the federal government. People are scared. They're concerned about the future for themselves, for their kids or grandchildren. They don't see this country in the future as what it has been, the opportunities that we've had with their kids being able to have the same types of opportunities. So they're very frustrated, they're scared. And the Tea Party is really a broad-based group of people from all different backgrounds. And I really appreciate the fact that they're bringing issues to the forefront that have been ignored, and they've been ignored. And I think, again, the number one thing for them is to have somebody that listens to them, because they think they're being totally forgotten.
So that Congress needs to be reminded that they govern it by the consent of the governed. Some worldview questions. Where do our rights come from?
I think, first of all, our Creator is a human being. Certainly, our Constitution is based on these principles, rights given to the individual. The only thing that we give the government is what we want to give government as far as power. And with the rights of the people, and I think by our Creator.
All right, and when does life begin?
I think life begins at conception.
So would you be in favor of the personhood amendment?
Well, I think absolutely. Honoring human life is basic, I think, as far as individual rights in this country.
What about abortion law? Because I don't know if you've been following kind of what happened last assembly with the late-term abortion ban and the difference of opinion on, I think, with strategy. Some say, that late-term abortion ban is like saying, well, abortions before a certain, week, I think it's 20 weeks, that's okay. Do you think it's okay to approach outlawing abortion incrementally? or do you,
I think any advancement we can make in that field is positive, and certainly late-term abortions are outrageous. They should be stopped. Anything we can do, and that's obviously a state issue here, but certainly to have this late-term abortionists come and move over from Nebraska to Iowa instead of practice, anything we can do to stop that is a step in the right direction.
yeah, at the federal level, I think some people felt like the Republican Party has been kind of like, we're pro-life, but we haven't seen a whole lot get done. What are you committed to do in the next term to advance the pro-life cause?
Certainly, as far as funding for international foreign affairs, there is a city policy in place that we're not funding abortions overseas through our international aid, any kind of restrictions we can have to fund, and that's really what it gets down to. Washington is where it's going to go.
Sure.
Who gets it, and what do they use it for?
And I'm trying to remember, did you vote for the Pence amendment to fund Planned? I thought you did, but I couldn't remember. All right, who defines marriage?
Well, I think in the end, God defines it.
Okay, not the Supreme Court.
Well, marriage is between a man and a woman, and it's sacred as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. As far as the proper role of judicial review, should it be equal? Some people will say, well, this is equal to law. You being in Congress, I imagine you have a difference of opinion.
I do. I mean, I think that Congress should make laws, not judges, and that's what the Constitution is set up. We've seen all kinds of cases where what the judge says becomes de facto law in this country, which is wrong. If you're going to do it, have it go through a legislative process, have it done by Congress rather than the judicial system. And it's just fundamental, I think, as far as the basis of our Constitution.
I always get this bad feeling like this is turning them off. I had that happen once. I realized, we've been interviewing 15 minutes and this hasn't been on. What's the proper role of government?
I think, fundamentally, is the government should do what individuals can't do for themselves. And certainly, when you look at infrastructure, highways, roads, bridges, those type of things, it's something individuals can't do themselves. So as citizens, that's where government plays the best role. Government should not dictate to us as individuals certainly what our rights are, what we can or cannot be doing. Obviously, there's moral principles involved. It's basically doing what we can do as individuals.
Okay, so like say the federal government expanding into education, like we've seen with, for instance, the Race to the Top program, and trying to foist National Common Core state standards on the states, that would be improper.
Well, I'm very supportive of the state of Iowa opting out because I think it's much better at the state level.
No Child Left Behind.
No Child Left Behind, Race to the Top.
Well, they actually didn't opt out.
Well, they're trying to opt out. No Child Left Behind.
Okay.
Certainly.
Okay.
But the education should always be, I think, closer to home the better.
Okay.
And Iowa has had a tradition since the settlers came here. I mean, the first thing that they did was build a church. The second thing they did was build a school. And anybody who claims credit for Iowa's good education system would be like claiming credit for having Iowa having black dirt. I mean, it's simply it's all about what we stand for. And the farther that it evolves away from local control, the worse the education system is. So I'm very much in favor. The federal role, I think, should be limited to funding for the disabled children.
Okay.
So Title I, as far as help, children that need extra help. Beyond that, I think it should be state control.
Okay. One thing I noticed with the Race to the Top money, I mean, that money was set aside in the stimulus package, but there was never a vote on Common Core state standards. What's your thoughts about? It seems like President Obama, when he can't get something he wants to get done through Congress, he instead does it via executive order or through his cabinet, like with the race to top, yeah, with the race to top funds, or even with the No Child Left Behind waivers as well. I mean, Congress didn't do anything; they didn't pass a law to allow waivers, but President Obama is giving them away.
Right.
So,
No, I think the more waivers, the better myself.
well, yeah,
but it's like the president's health care plan. You know, they've given, I think, over 1,500 different waivers to so that people aren't constrained by the president's health care. About 20% of them are in one congressional district in San Francisco, which happens to be represented by Nancy Pelosi.
sure.
Which is rather interesting. I think that's where the waivers would go. But no, more way it's not in the law. You're exactly right. More we can do to eliminate those mandates. I don't know whether it's education, whether it's like cap and trade. You know, what they can't do get done by legislation, they're trying to do by regulation. And it's the same model. They're very, very active. There's about 4,200 regulations pending right now from the federal government, whether it be in education, whether it be in EPA, whether it be in the financial services, Dodd-Frank, all of those things. So it's a very active federal government right now.
Okay. I have one of my readers actually submitted a question. I told him I had to ask. Do you believe that the GOP is really dedicated to smaller government? What plans are in the works to balance the budget?
Well, I mean, if you look at the budget that we passed in the House this year, it made great strides as far as cutting spending. Now with the debt limit agreement, there is some reductions, not as much as what I would like to see, as a lot of people would like to see. But we're actually doing our job. Remember last Congress, Speaker Pelosi never even attempted to pass a budget. The Senate did it last year. They haven't this year. We have a $3.8 trillion spending binge going on in Washington with no budget. It's simply irresponsible is the word I think that best defines what is going on in Washington. And that's why we've tried to have, we passed a budget and we're trying to push as hard as we can to lower spending to get a handle on it. But until we get our economy going again, until people go to work, it's going to be very difficult to get to that balanced budget.
And what could Congress do to help that?
I think number one, we should pass a constitutional amendment to have a balanced budget. And we'll be voting on that before the end of the year. And I'm very hopeful that it will pass the House and the Senate also. They're going to be forced to vote on it also. But I think that will be a defining moment for a lot of folks, whether they actually believe in individuals themselves or whether they believe in bigger government.
Okay. What would Tom Latham cut?
Well, I think
If it were completely up to you.
you could go through what we try to do. I'm chairman of the Transportation and HUD Subcommittee on Appropriations. My allocation is about $120 billion every year that I control. And what we put forth was actually about a 17% reduction in those accounts on the discretionary side. About half of that 120 is discretionary. The other part is mandatory spending. And what we actually did in our budget was to reduce that 60 down to about $47 billion, almost 47.7. Now the budget agreement usually puts that back up again, unfortunately. But to go through line by line, to look at redundancy in government, there are over 80 different education teacher training programs in the federal government, spread over like 20 different agencies. Why can't you just, if you're going to have one, make it work, fund that, but get rid of all these other copies, basically, that are out there. There's plenty of savings if you go through line by line in the budget and really look at the redundancy in government, how many people are trying to do the same thing, and what's, in Washington, if it doesn't work, you just throw more money at it.
Sure.
And You know,
That seems
and that mindset has got to change.
Okay. Where are your lines in the sand where you will hold firm, even if it means going against the party leadership?
Well, I've done it. So I voted against the debt limit agreement earlier this year as far as the continuing resolution. Voted against those things because I don't believe they do enough to change the way Washington operates. In Washington, money is power, and the way you take away some of the power from Washington on the citizens is to lower the amount of dollars that they have available. And I've already done it, so that's we've got. This is about our kids and our grandchildren, about the future of the country, and anything that gets us to that end is where my work is at.
Okay. And just a couple of fun questions. Cyclones or Hawkeyes?
Well, I went to Iowa State,
Okay.
so when they play each other, I'm a Cyclone. Otherwise, I'm cheering
All right.
for
As a
both.
Hawkeye fan, I'll excuse you.
Huh?
And somebody asked me,
I'm always for the Hawks unless they're playing the Cyclones.
good answer.
Okay.
And somebody said, hey, you should ask us what caffeinated thoughts, coffee or tea, but I can see you like coffee.
Coffee.
Drink it black?
Yes.
All right. And just last words, why should a voter in the 3rd District vote for you?
Well, I think there's a very clear choice in this election between continuing the status quo, bigger government, more spending, more control out of Washington, and someone like myself who honestly believes that the bigger the government is, the smaller the citizens. And what we've got to do is empower individuals in this country. So I think it's a very, very clear choice. I know how to get things done. I've been effective in Washington and can accomplish things for us here and to change the direction. We've got to address the unemployment. We've got to get our budget in order. And that's why I think when this election will come down to very clear differences between the candidates in this congressional district. One that believes in a lot more spending, as indicated by his support of the stimulus, cap and trade, supporting the president's health care bill, and someone like myself who is wanting to cut spending to rein in the size and scope of the federal government.
Thank you so much, Congressman.
You bet. Thank you.